What's up, buttercups? It's the Poor Lipstick Addict here, Devin, and we are going to be talking about my Pan That Palette update number 2. So basically, it's been a month since my last update. Um, I have some exciting updates to share. I am going to say none of my focus shades got much use because of work, but the other shades did get some use. So, are you ready to see this? There it is. Yes, it is gone. So, basically, what I'm planning on doing right now is I'm just going to work on all of the shades every month and just have, two focus shades for the month just because I think that might be easier. I am still going to try and obviously hit pan on these three, but yes, I'm very excited. So I just will go through them. So this first shade was a cream matte shade, and I was very close to finishing it up last month. I just had like the four corners left on the sides like this one is, but a little bit less I think than this one. But yes, I finished this on June 20th. Um, and so just a few days ago. Um, and this second shade is also a little orangey tan matte shade. Um, and I've expanded the pan on this one. My bronze shimmer here, I've expanded the pan on as well, quite a bit. This fourth shade is a little bit darker version of this, but it is matte, and I've expanded the pan quite a bit on that one. So the brown shade was one of my focus shades for the month. If you look at it like this, you can see there's a little dent. Um, I used this shade 17 times this month, which was way less than I used shades the previous month. But the problem was that I wasn't really interested in wearing makeup as much as I did the month before. Um, so I only wore makeup probably 20 times this month. So of the 20 times, I used this shade 17 times. And then also I don't use as much of this shade because it's so dark. So, it's kind of going to be a slow going process with that one. Oh my goodness, I'm tired. Sorry. um, then if you move on to this pale pale pink shimmer, I've expanded the pan slightly. I use this as my inner corner highlight. Sometimes I highlight my cheekbones with it, not too often, but sometimes I do that. Sometimes I will use it as my all over shimmer on the lid, but not too often because it kind of makes me look a little pale. But yes, so then we have this one. I've also expanded the pan on slightly, not too much. Um, I love this pink shade. It has like a gold shift to it. I love that. Um, I haven't used it nearly as much as like the other shades. I've been kind of focusing on these three up here because, or well, actually, I've been using like all five of these in looks. Um, or just like I've been switching between these two because they look the same on the lid, and then I've been using these ones, and then once this was gone I just was using these ones because neutral looks are really nice for work. um, Pink looks aren't really for work. I literally touched this once. I used it as a liner um, one time, like a lower lash like did my lower lash line with it. Um, for a pop of pink one time. Otherwise, I did not really touch this because I was focusing on using this shade when I was using pink and not using this shade. So there's like no progress to be seen there. This dark shimmer, I don't use it very often because it is so dark, but it does look nice when I do like an ombre effect of like these three shimmers. It looks really nice, but yeah, that's pretty much the only time I use it. Sometimes I do it as an all over lid shade, but ugh, I don't really like the way it looks with my eye color and stuff. But I did use that 7 times this month. And then this last one was also a focus shade. You can't really tell. It doesn't even look like there's a dip in it. There's a slight dip in it because before it looked like it was never touched, which it pretty much had never been touched. I used it 5 times this month. But yeah, this one is going to be here for a long time. So yeah, I'm very excited to have hit, full pan on this one, have like an empty. So for this next month, for update number 3, I'm going to focus on finishing this one and this one. So these two I'm hoping to have finished. Um, and I'm going to focus on hitting pan on this brown shade because those are the shades that I'm using because of my job. And then on my days off, I gravitate towards this pink row on my days off. So I don't have too many of those. But yes, I'm going to focus on finishing these two shades up um, because I think that in this month I can finish those two shades up, hopefully, fingers crossed. Hitting pan on this dark brown matte, and then just trying to expand, the pan in all of the ones that have pan, and try to make the dip bigger on this one. But my focus, my main focus is going to be finishing these two up and hitting pan on this. So those are my 3 main goals. Um, but I'm hoping that I can use, these 3 shades at least like 5 times this month. Try and use these 3 shades because they don't get that much love from me just because they're not my typical go-to shades. And obviously with work I'm using even less of these pink shades, but these two are doable on a work day. Like I can wear these two as well, but these 3 are probably going to be my last shades in the palette because my thought process is it'll probably be like this row, those 3 shades, and then I'm going to use this shade up and then this shade, and then it'll just be these 4, and then I'll use that up eventually. I'll just have these 3, and it's going to take me forever to get these 3 done probably. But I'm going to try my best. Hopefully by the end of the year I have half of this palette done. That's the goal. Um, I started this project in April, so by the end of April, I would like to have this whole palette finished because then it will be 2 years old in May, so next May. So I'm hoping, fingers crossed again, that I can get, most of these used up. I mean, these 3 have pretty big dips in them, so or pans in them. So I think those 3 could be done totally. Like these 2, I'm hoping for next month, or yeah, next month's update, and then this maybe the update after that, since I won't have this shade, and then this one also has about the same size dip as that one. So I'm almost thinking this one too would be my 2 focus shades for the next update. But now I'm getting way ahead of myself. So hopefully we can see some more progress after I'm done talking and wasting your time. I will show like a before and after of the palette so you guys can see what it looked like last month if you forgot. So yeah, I'm very excited and I'm very happy to be using this Violet Voss Berry Burst Fun Size palette. Um, but I'm also very excited to use it up and get a new palette. Anyway, I hope you all have a great day. See you later.